Hey there, welcome to DollMotion. In this video we're going to make younger versions of Gregory and Penny, or how she used to be named, Lise. Yeah, that means we're going to get a flashback episode. Although they don't look like each other, these two are brother and sister. Greg, the blue one, used to look like his sister, but he has been through a Divus transformation at the age of 4, which changed his skin tone. If you like more information about the storyline, I recommend checking out the Divus series or the Divus wiki. So let's begin and make baby Lise, younger Greg and pre-Divus younger Greg. If you saw the teal squirrel in my previous repaint, then you found the hint for this video. And if you saw the fennec fox or red fox figures, then you found the hints for Fable and Royal Fox, who will be the next exclusive repaint video on Patreon and YouTube membership. But this video will have a hint for the next YouTube repaint video. So good luck finding the hint. For this custom, we're going to use all of these dolls. These are 11 cm Obitsu bodies. I do love Obitsu bodies, but I really wish they had more skin tone options. Because seriously, these are the only realistic human skin tones you can find. White and natural. And they look very similar. Oh well, we're going to fix that later. For the hat, I'm going to use these Monster High hats, but I don't think they are the real thing. It's good I'm going to use them for a custom. And for baby Penny or Lise, we're going to use this Licca Chan baby sister doll. It comes with a few items and it's adorable. But it's going to be a squirrel, so the ears need to come off. Same for the fish ears, gills. Well, they can also go to my collection. They do leave a big hole, but we can use it to remove the hair with scissors and tweezers. To remove the factory painted faces, I use pure acetone. Whoa, look at this! The factory paint stained the vinyl. Like I mentioned, there are only a few Obitsu skin tone options. They're kinda rare, but you can also find white and black. But to get the skin tones we want, we're going to use red dye more. I use a pan specially for dyeing dolls and fill it with water. Wait for it to get hot and pour a bit of dye into it. Stir it and dunk the doll in it. I also have a small metal basket with holes for the hands and feet, so I won't lose them in the pan. Pre-Divus Greg looks pretty good, but Divus Greg, the green-blue one, yeah, well, the joints are okay. Before we give Divus Greg the right color, let's make a few holes for the tails with a lino cutter. To change the color of a doll body with spray paint, it's best to start with a layer of primer. This will give the paint a better grip to latch on. In the end, I used about 4 layers of paint. But the body is not complete without a white belly. To protect the body color change, I like to use a few layers of matte varnish. Let's see how baby Penny turned out. Yeah, I was afraid this will happen. The dye made her hair a bit too dark. But we can change that back with some baby powder. And of course, just like our big brother, a white belly. Not forgetting those multiple hands you get with the doll. Okay, outfit time. But first a small guide. What can 11 cm Obitsu bodies wear? Well, I did some research, so I got you covered. These types of bodies can wear the Licca toddler sister outfits, although some outfits can be a bit too big on them, and the shoes are way too small and won't fit. They can also wear some of the tops and dresses from the Hair'dorable line, but not the pants and shoes. The clear winner for the 11 cm Obitsu bodies are the Club Chelsea outfits. They fit perfect on them, and the shoes even fit. Well, that's great to know, but I always have a rule. When I make a new costume, I always need to make most of the outfit myself. So we're going to make a red sweater and black pants. And if you are wondering why I'm making two pairs of the same outfit, well, first of all, it's the same character. But I also want to have one pair to rough up in a future Divus episode. A small touch with an iron transfer sticker. And now for the shoes. Usually I take some shoes from my doll and I paint them a different color. Well, let's gear it up a little and make them ourselves. I made these prototype Vans for Olivia a few months back. But I think I can make them a bit smaller for an 11 cm size. So let's begin. They're so small and I had to use tweezers to glue down parts. But I think they turned out pretty great. The only thing Greg needs to complete his outfit is his dad's golden watch. And these just came in one day before I wanted to finish the doll. So I was very lucky there. Switching back to the hats. The Gregs need some hair. Those big holes will make it hard to reroot. So we're going to do a hybrid. As in, we're going to reroot a part and glue on the rest later on. To reroot, I use a needle cut on an angle. I wrap a strand of hair around my finger, slide it on the needle and push it into the head. To secure the hairs from the inside, I use a universal glue and a Q-tip. The hair is kinda springy in this state, so to lay it flat, we're going to give it a boil wash. The rest of the hair will be glued on a plastic bag with fabric glue. But before we continue with the hair, let's pop the head on the body. And close those massive holes. For this, I'm going to use a base of foam clay. And now that we are working with clay, let's make some animal features on the dolls. I have stated once the characters in my universe get more animal features when they get older. So that means babies look the most human. But they do have some animal features like very small ears and a short tail, with almost no fur on it. And no, characters don't turn full animal when they get very old. When the epoxy sculpt is dry, we can color match the doll's head with the body. Divus Greg was very easy, but pre-Divus Greg needed some color mixing. I seal in the paint with a layer of matte varnish. Next up, we're going to work on the fur, which we make out of acrylic yarn. We bind strands to a giant vice swatter, comb them out and glue them to a plastic bag. For the tails, I'm going to use these wires I got from Doll Packaging. Some bandage tape and paint, and they're perfect for a squirrel tail. Just use a hot glue gun and go around the tail. And now we got two cute squirrel tails. Like I said, babies don't have that much fur yet. So Penny's ears and tail will be flocked. Aw, so cute! Switching back to the dolls. I wrapped them up and gave them a layer of Mr. Super Clear. And now they're ready for a repaint. I start by sketching in the eyes with a watercolor pencil. This stage takes the most time, and it's best to fix any mistakes. It can help to turn the doll upside down. I do have to say, drawing the same exact face on another doll is kinda tricky. Whoa, this face is so tiny to draw on. When you're happy with your sketch, you can paint in the eyes with acrylic paint. I like to start with the eye whites. Greg has yellow eyes just like their mother, and Lise has their father's eyes, which is a hazel color. Penny is known for her cute freckles, so let's give our young brother also a few. Now that I'm giving little Penny some blushing, let's answer the question of the day. 1. Where does the Divus series take place? And 2. How did you get the word Divus? Well, the characters do have a Dutch accent, so... But there are some hints in the series. The Divus Story takes place in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. And the word Divus, or Divus, means godly or to bestow on in Latin, which is a reference to the powers they got from literally gods, aka the deus. Well, do you have a question of the day? Please leave your question in the comment section, and maybe I will answer it in the next repaint video. Back to the repaint. To seal the face up, we sprayed the dolls with a few layers of Mr. Super Clear. Now I can finally glue on fur on Greg's ears. Although he did look pretty cute as a small devil. let it dry and give it a trim. Now the pre-made hair wefts can be glued on with a strong kit glue. This process takes some time, but it's important to give it your full concentration before you glue it the wrong way. After gluing, the Gregs look kinda like Wookiees. So they both need a trim. Oh, and before I forget, let's glue in the tail with super glue. Baby Penny Lise got some hairstyling and a diaper I made out of scratch fabric. Her brother got the Screaming Man hair gel styling, and with this the dolls are done. Whoa, although these dolls are very small, it did take a while to make them. Making things extra miniature does cost more time. Like I mentioned, the next repaint video will be on Patreon and YouTube membership. Roald and Fable Fox, Volpini, Alex and Felicia's parents. For only the price of a cup of coffee, you are able to watch repaint videos, get channel updates and early access. And when you're a Patreon, you get access to the DollMotion Discord and a name mention. And speaking of a name mention, we really need to thank the DollMotion supporters for making these videos on YouTube possible. So a big thank you to Chelsea Panda Monkey, Art Weasel Customs, The Oreo Jedi, Scuddy Loves, Laura Oliver Hatfield, Amy Minch, and everyone else. Thank you so much! Like always, like if you liked it and sub if you loved it. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!